Your mind is like a garden. What you plant in it will grow. If you plant seeds of positivity, gratitude, and kindness, you will harvest a life filled with joy and purpose. But if you neglect it, or allow weeds of negativity, stress, and anxiety to take root, they can quickly overrun everything. Taking care of your mental health isn't a luxury. It's a fundamental necessity for a fulfilling life. It is the very foundation upon which we build everything else: our relationships, our careers, our dreams. We spend so much time and energy on our physical health. We go to the gym, we try to eat balanced meals, and we see a doctor when we feel unwell. But how much time do we dedicate to the health of our minds? The journey to better mental health is not about making massive, drastic changes overnight. It's about incorporating small, intentional practices into your daily routine. One of the most powerful tools for managing your mental state is something you carry with you every single moment of every single day: your breath. It sounds so simple, almost too simple to be effective, but mastering your breath is like finding a remote control for your nervous system. When we feel anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed, our breathing often becomes shallow and rapid, sending signals to our brain that we are in danger. Let's try a simple exercise right now. It's called box breathing. Imagine a square in your mind. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, as if you're tracing the first side of the square. Hold your breath for a count of 4, tracing the top side. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4, tracing the third side. Finally, hold your breath again for a count of 4, completing the square. Deep, intentional breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, a major nerve that runs from your brain to your gut. Activating this nerve triggers the body's relaxation response. Make this a regular practice. Take a few deep breaths before you start your workday. Practice box breathing while you're waiting in line at the grocery store. Use it to calm your mind before you go to sleep at night. Our minds and bodies are not separate entities. They are deeply and intrinsically connected. What affects one profoundly affects the other. When you feel stuck in a loop of negative thoughts or weighed down by a low mood, one of the quickest ways to shift your mental state is to move your physical body. If you've been sitting at your desk for hours, feeling stressed and unfocused, stand up. Stretch your arms toward the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back and forth. Even better, step outside for a brisk 10-minute walk. Feel the sun on your skin, listen to the sounds around you, and notice the rhythm of your footsteps on the pavement. The key is to find a form of movement that you genuinely enjoy. Maybe you love dancing around your living room to your favorite music. Perhaps a gentle yoga flow in the morning is what you need to feel centered. Or maybe it's cycling, swimming, or even just spending some time gardening. Start small and build from there. Commit to just 10 or 15 minutes of movement each day. Move your body and you will inevitably shift your mind. Just as the food we eat builds our physical bodies, the information we consume builds our minds. In today's hyper-connected world, we are constantly bombarded with a stream of content. If we are not intentional about what we let in, our minds can become cluttered with negativity, comparison, and anxiety. One powerful practice is to start your day with intention. Before you reach for your phone and dive into the world's chaos, take just 5 to 10 minutes to nourish your mind. Make a conscious effort to curate your digital environment. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Subscribe to newsletters, podcasts, and channels that inspire, educate, and uplift you. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. You have the power to choose what you allow in. By being intentional about your information diet, you are building the inner strength and resilience needed to engage with the world in a healthier, more purposeful way. In our modern world, we are almost always connected. Our phones are extensions of our hands, buzzing and beeping, constantly pulling our attention away from the present moment. While technology offers incredible benefits, this state of perpetual onness can be exhausting for our minds. One of the most restorative things you can do for your mental health is to intentionally and regularly unplug from the digital world. Designate the first hour of your morning and the last hour before bed as a no-phone zone. Instead of scrolling through feeds, use that time to connect with yourself or your loved ones. Leave your phone at home and go for a hike in nature. Spend an afternoon playing a board game with your family. Unplugging also allows for moments of boredom. And boredom is not the enemy. It is often the birthplace of creativity, self-reflection, and new ideas. You will be amazed at how much richer the world feels when you experience it directly, through your own senses, rather than through a screen. We have explored some simple yet profound ways to care for our mental well-being. The power of breath, the joy of movement, the importance of nourishing our minds, and the peace of unplugging. Your mental health journey is deeply personal, and it's not about achieving a perfect state of happiness. It's about building a toolkit of practices that help you navigate the beautiful and challenging waves of life. Remember that this is a practice, not a destination. There will be days when you feel on top of the world, and there will be days when it feels difficult to even get out of bed. On those difficult days, be especially kind to yourself. Don't judge your struggle. Instead, gently return to one of these simple practices. Take a single deep breath. Go for a 5-minute walk. If you are struggling, please know that you are not alone, and it is a sign of immense strength, not weakness, to ask for help. Reaching out to a friend, a family member, or a mental health professional is one of the most courageous and loving things you can do for yourself. Your journey to better mental health begins with the very next choice you make. It begins now. I invite you to choose one tip from this discussion and commit to practicing it today. You are worthy of peace. You are deserving of joy. You have the power within you to cultivate a mind that serves you, supports you, and allows you to live a life full of purpose. Thank you for joining me on this path. If this was helpful, please comment with the one tip you will try, and subscribe for more conversations on living a purposeful life.